Day Beat with your host, Harden, Thicke. Welcome to Game Beat. I'm your host, Harden, Thicke. Here are this week's top stories in gaming. A GameStop buyout may be on the horizon. A buyout firm has been in talks with the gaming store chain. Said to potential buyers to GameStop, "We could offer you 30% cash or 50% credit of the company's value to obtain the franchise." Telltale Games are in financial trouble. A former CEO is suing the company. What should they do? The company blames the former CEO and their lack of leadership for their current state. The Atari VCS is a scam. That is all that really needs to be said. Unless you enjoy having a $300 Atari emulator bundled with a Netflix streaming device. Smash Bros. Ultimate on Nintendo Switch leaves out Waluigi, enhances the chest on Samus, and gives Solid Snake a less muscular gluteus maximus, leaving fans of the game outraged for some reason. Still no word on a Cheetah Man appearance. Nintendo Switch releases Fortnite for free on their console, but PS4 players are locked out from using their Epic Games account to transfer game information. Epic Games has no comment on this situation, but if you look closely at the development team members' eyes, you can see tiny V-Bucks symbols in place of their pupils. The newest Xbox console has been announced at the latest E3. Codenamed Scarlet, this console is slated to come out in 2020. People who bought the Xbox One recently get to feel that authentic sting of a dying console that Sega 32X and Nintendo Wii owners felt months after buying their respective systems. Konami showed off a new game called Hyper Sports R at E3. And yes, the company is still ran by major dicks trying to kill off any integrity the former gaming giant may have once had. Speaking of Konami, Death Stranding, the highly anticipated game by Hideo Kojima, finally had some gameplay footage to show off at E3. Players get to assume the role of a delivery boy by The Walking Dead's Norman Reedus. The goal of this game is to deliver all of your packages before you have to rip off all 10 of your bloody toenails. Gaming addiction is now considered an official mental disorder. Pharmaceutical companies are already working on a drug which activates a chemical in the addict's brain, which makes them addicted to the medication so much they will be willing to sell their game library in a heartbeat for a quick fix of said drug. And finally, a heartwarming story. The highly anticipated game Mother 4 will be coming out for the Nintendo Switch in late 2018. This will be bundled with an English translation of Mother 3, previously only released in Japan. These games will be known as Earthbound 2 and 3 in the United States respectively. It is rumored if you beat both games, you unlock Earthbound 64, the unreleased game for the Nintendo 64. Fans cheered for what seemed like hours when this news was announced. Soon after news broke of this release, 18-year-old Justin Sider complained about the lack of a Battle Royale mode in the games. A Nintendo spokesperson stated they knew the only choice was to put a hold on these games and through a great and charitable act of kindness, put the Earthbound development money into recreating these games for a whole new generation. Indeed, a happy ending for all. That's about all the time we have for news today. Coming up next, the top 10 Nintendo Store secrets they don't want you to know. We won't tell you what those are, but the information is pretty useless anyway. I've been Harden Thicke, and this has been your news for the week.